guys, and welcome to today's video. Today is going to be this look I am currently wearing, and it's kind of just like a sultry, pinky, smoky eye for Valentine's Day. It's kind of just perfect for like a night out, if you're just going to go for dinner or if you're just going to have like a long evening, because it's full coverage, and paired with a nude lip. I just think all like the shimmer and all the depth in the outer corner just looks really pretty. Feel free to add lashes to this look, but I'm currently trying to give my eyelashes a break from the eyelash glue because it's kind of stripping my eyelashes out a little bit, which is concerning me. But yeah, feel free to add false lashes, but I have just got mascara on for now, so it would probably give it more volume and a bit more like depth if you did add false lashes, so completely up to you. So yeah, if you want to know how to get this very sultry, smoky Valentine's look, then keep on watching. So first I went into this sample of Urban Decay's anti-aging primer, and I just patted this all into my eyelids with my ring finger. I then went into the MUA Translucent Pressed Powder, and I used an MUA F11 brush just to kind of set the primer into place. So for this eye look today, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, just because I think it's really pink and red and all flirty colours for Valentine's Day. I'm going to go into the colour Buon Fresco with a Bdelliums Tools 785 and just applying this all throughout my crease for a really cool slash pinky transition colour. I then went into the shade Love Letter with a Real Techniques Bold Metals 203 brush, and I was just working this from the outer corner into the crease, trying to create a little bit more depth. I then went back in with the Bdelliums Tools 785 brush that I used for the crease, and this is just to blend out any harsh lines that I could have made with the Love Letter colour. I then went into Venetian Red with a Zoeva 228 Luxe crease brush, and I just did the same thing again, going from the outer corner into the crease, just trying to blend it all out and define a bit more. Then with my Bdelliums Tools 785, I just blended this all out, so all the harsh lines were gone, and to make it a bit more smoky. I then went into the shade Tempera with the same Bdelliums Tools 785, and I just kind of put this all over my brow bone to give it a little bit more of a highlight. I then took the MUA Translucent Pressed Powder, and I just did the same again, but this was more to bring the colours down so they went back into the crease and so that they didn't creep up into the brow bone. So again with the Zoeva 228 Luxe crease brush, I went into Antique Bronze and Love Letter and just kind of went from the outer corner into the crease again. I just felt like it needed more depth and a little bit more of stronger, pinkier colour without being too red. And as you've probably noticed, there's a lot of blending with this because I'm going back in with the 785 and just more blending to get rid of any of those harsh lines. I then went in with a Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite crease brush, and I just went into the shade Antique Bronze and kind of just really tried to put that on the outermost corner to just add the most depth to that outer corner and not put it in the crease and ruin the pinkiness. And yet again, blending with my 785. I just feel like with these eye looks, like when you're trying to do a smoky eye look, you just can't do enough blending, so the more you do, the better it will look and the better the outcome will be. So going into Cypress Umber with the Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush again, I'm just going to put this again on the outermost corner, just because I just felt like it needed more depth, and it was just a little bit flat on the outer corner, so I'm just going to go messy with this, but stay with me, it does get better in a minute. So I went with the Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush into Buon Fresco. This was the original colour at the beginning, and I blended all the browns into the crease because I kind of want to add a bit more pink and make it a little bit more pinky. So I went into the Real Techniques Bold Metals 203 brush, and I went into Love Letter, and kind of just the same process from the very beginning, putting the pink back into the crease because I feel like I've got the depth I wanted now, so I can finally put the pink back in and make it more Valentine's-y. Going into the shade Vermeer with the Zoeva 234 Luxe Smoky Shader, I'm just going to go all over the lid with this, but I'm going to try and avoid the crease and the outer corner that I've worked so hard on building up. I'm just going to kind of go in the places that I've been missing the whole time, and then I'm just going to blend that in with the Real Techniques Bold Metals 203 that has a little bit of Love Letter still on it, so there's a little bit of pink kind of just blending it out. And then I'm going to spray some MAC Fix Plus and go in again with Vermeer on the Smoky Shader brush just to intensify that like pearly pink iridescent sort of shade, and I'm just going to keep building this colour up until it's the colour I want it to be. And then at this point I just go back in with the Real Techniques Bold Metals 203 with a little bit more of Love Letter, but only a little tiny dab just to add a bit more pink, and this is directly into the crease. I'm not trying to smoke this out at all, but I'm just going to put it like around the centre of the lid. So it's at this point I get a little wet wipe and I just clean up all of that fallout and all of that messiness we made earlier into a cat eye smoky shape. And then finally I went into Tempera with the e.l.f. C brush, and I just used this for my brow highlight because I needed more brow bone highlight. I needed that to be a little bit more lifted and a little bit more whiter. I then went into the sleek Barekissed Illuminator in Monaco, and I just used this all over my face. And I just wanted it to look really sort of fresh and dewy, luminous skin, so yeah, I use this as my primer. I then went in with the Collection Lasting Perfection 16-hour wear hair foundation, and I just got a couple of pumps of this on the back of my hand and used a Real Techniques Expert face brush to just buff it all into my skin and try and make it as seamless as possible. Then with the Real Techniques Bold Metals 100 brush, I'm just going to go into the MUA Pressed Powder and set all the foundation because it's quite a heavy foundation, so it needs to be set a little bit, otherwise it'll crease in my lines. Now off camera I'm just going to do my brows with my 322 Zoeva Browline brush and MAC Charcoal Brown. I then went into my Kevyn Aucoin Light Sculpting Medium Powder. I completely love this right now, and I just went in with my MAC 128 brush and just kind of contoured my face a little bit, but just using it very sparingly and building it up because it just looks so much better like that. So I did that on my jaw, my cheekbones and my nose a little bit, but nothing too harsh, just something to add a little bit of darkness and contouring to my face. I then went in with my Bourjois Maxi Delight Bronzing Powder, this has got like a slight shimmer to it, so it's really kind of glowy and iridescent. And I used my MAC 135 brush to bronze up my entire face and drag it down to my neck a little bit to kind of tone my neck and face together so it didn't look like two different colours. I then went into the Essence Matte Touch blush in the shade Bury Me Up with a Real Techniques blush brush, and just kind of sparingly and lightly dabbed a little bit of this on my cheeks to warm the cheeks up. Then used a Blank Canvas Cosmetics F20 to just blend it out again and make it look really subtle. I then went in with my MUA Eye Define Felt liner and gave myself some baby wings. Then I went into Love Letter with my Zoeva 230 Luxe pencil brush and ran this across my entire lower lash line to add a little bit of pinkiness. I then went into Antique Bronze with the same brush, and I just ran this on the outer corner of the lower lash line to kind of reflect what was above it. And to just darken up the outer corner a little bit more. I then went into Buon Fresco with my MUA E10 brush and ran this along the lower lash line to blend both of those two colours together. I then went into my Jefree Star Cosmetics highlighter, and as you can tell from my face, I really love this highlighter. I went into the MUA F11, I think this is, and I just highlighted the tops of my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, kind of just everywhere, like my upper brow bone there. I then went into L'Oreal's False Lash Telescopic Mascara and applied this all to the lower lash line. I love this for the lower lash line because it just makes them look really long and beautiful. I then curled both of my lashes and I went into the Wonderland Lash Lengthening Mascara. This is a little new one and I'm trying it out. I quite like it. And I'm just applying this all over my upper lashes in a quite a thick layer, so I'm going in with quite a few coats of this. Then went into the Colourpop liquid lipstick in the shade Times Square, I think this is, and this is such a beautiful nude. I just applied this straight to the lips, and yeah, it's just really pretty, and I thought it really blended in well with the kind of crease colour that I've got going in the eyes. Then to finish the look, I went in with the Urban Decay Chill Setting Spray to set all my makeup. So yeah, this is the final look. I hope you've enjoyed watching or taking some inspiration from this, and I will see you in the next one. Valentine's look, then keep on watching.